Would you believe me if I told you I'm 94 years old, living medication-free, fully independent, all because of what I do in the first hour of my morning? Most people believe aging is inevitable. But what if I told you that's not true, and you could slow it down, starting tomorrow morning? It's not pills, it's not the gym, it's your morning habits that determine whether you'll age with strength or struggle after 61 circadian lighting. Resetting your inner clock with morning sunlight, the forgotten power of light that regulates your health from within. I want you to picture this. You wake up, the room is still dim, you flip on a light, brew a cup of coffee, start your day like usual, but there's something critical you may have missed, something your body has been waiting for. Natural morning light. Over the years, I've worked with hundreds of patients in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, and one thing is clear: our bodies remain sensitive to light, just as they were when we were young. We've simply forgotten to pay attention. Did you know that just 10 to 15 minutes of natural sunlight within 30 minutes of waking can reset your entire biological system? Your body runs on a built-in rhythm called your circadian clock. It controls almost everything: hormone release, body temperature, digestion, even your ability to fall into deep sleep at night. And the switch that starts that clock each morning isn't coffee, it's sunlight. Researchers at Stanford have shown that early sunlight boosts serotonin by 42%, a feel-good hormone that helps stabilize mood and improve nighttime sleep. I remember one patient, Robert, 78, who battled insomnia for nearly a decade. He walked every day, but always in the afternoon. I suggested he try something different: walk first thing in the morning before 8 a.m., and the change was remarkable. Within weeks he was off his sleep meds, his sleep returned naturally, no more 2 a.m. tossing and turning. See, you don't have to do anything extreme, just step outside your front door, onto your porch, into your garden, or stroll around the block while the sun is still low in the sky. And here's a crucial detail: let the light hit your eyes directly. No sunglasses, no window glass, even on cloudy days. The effect is real. If you live somewhere with little winter sun, a medical-grade light therapy lamp can help, but natural sunlight is always better, because real light is life. So tomorrow morning, instead of waking up with your phone, wake up with the sun. To drink warm water with sea salt right after waking, a simple ritual that wakes up every cell in your body. Over 20 years ago, I started a habit that I still do every single morning. It's so simple. People often laugh when I tell them: a glass of warm water with a pinch of natural sea salt, the first thing, before anything else. Sounds too easy, right? But it works. This tiny act clears my mind, soothes my joints, keeps the morning headaches away, and sets the tone for my entire day while you sleep. For 6 to 8 hours your body loses about 1 liter of water through breathing and sweating. And yet, most people reach for coffee, tea, or juice first thing. But those beverages are diuretics. They actually make dehydration worse. I had a patient, Eleanor, 82, who suffered from chronic dizziness and dull headaches for years. She'd had every test you could imagine. Mr. His, medications, supplements, nothing worked, until we changed her morning habit. Within 2 weeks of starting warm salt water in the morning, the dizziness vanished. No more headaches. And most importantly, she said, I finally feel awake when I wake up. I like to explain it this way: your body is like a house, and if you don't water that house first thing in the morning, don't expect it to run smoothly all day long. The salt, just a pinch, about what you'd get touching your fingers together, helps the water absorb into your cells more efficiently. This is called osmotic balance, a natural way your body pulls in hydration and electrolytes. A few reminders: use room temperature water, not cold. No sugar, no flavors, no artificial sweeteners. If you like, you can add a few drops of fresh lemon juice, but skip the honey or fruit juices in the morning. This isn't a fad. It's simple biology. Start your day the right way, not with caffeine, not with your inbox, but with a quiet gift to your body, water and salt. Have you set your glass out for tomorrow morning yet? 3. Start the day with slow, deep breathing. You'll calm, reboot your nervous system. Breathe your way into balance. One winter morning a few years ago in Oregon, I woke up before the sun. The world was still silent, but my heart was racing. No danger, no reason, just an odd sense of unease. Have you ever felt that? Not tired, not in pain, just unsettled. Many older adults feel this and often brush it aside. That morning, I did something simple. I sat upright in bed, placed a hand on my belly. I started to breathe slowly and consciously. Inhale through your nose for seconds, hold for seconds, exhale slowly through your mouth, 6 to 8 seconds, repeat 4, 5 or 6 rounds, and something shifted within minutes. I felt like my body and mind had synced again. No rush, no overwhelm, just clarity. Why? Because deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair mode. It lowers your heart rate, improves blood flow to your brain and heart, calms your mind, and helps your body feel safe again. I've taught this to many patients in their 70s and 80s, those with anxiety, poor sleep, or early morning restlessness. Within days, they began telling me things like, "Mornings feel peaceful again. I no longer start the day feeling like I'm being pulled into a race. I breathe before I rise." You see, we've forgotten how to breathe. We live in a world of shallow breaths and urgent rhythms. But your body, especially in your later years, doesn't need more speed. It needs your breath. So tomorrow morning, before turning on the lights, checking your phone, or getting out of bed, just breathe. Not to do something, but to return to yourself, because deep breathing isn't just oxygen, it's grounding, it's control, it's the gentle beginning your day deserves. 4. Start your morning with emotional journaling. Listen to your heart before you listen to the world. If you woke up today feeling a little low, or a strange emptiness, like the day arrived too quickly and you weren't ready, I want you to know that's normal. And there's a gentle, simple way to take care of yourself on mornings like that. I call it writing down what you feel. Not poetry, not grammar. Just honesty, a few lines, even a single word. We call this habit emotional journaling. And to me, it's one of the most nourishing mental habits after 60. A retired doctor friend once told me, "I don't write to solve problems. I write to see where I am inside myself," and I couldn't agree more. When you sit down with a piece of paper and a pen and ask yourself, how am I feeling today? What am I grateful for? What's weighing on me right now? What am I looking forward to? You're not just recording thoughts, you're releasing emotions stuck in your body. Unfelt emotions don't disappear. They settle in quietly and slowly erode your peace. Many of my older patients said, "I didn't think I had anything to write. But once I started, everything poured out." And they were surprised by how light they felt, just from a few honest sentences in the morning. Neurologically. When you name your emotions, you activate parts of the brain responsible for awareness, emotional regulation, and nervous system balance. It's like sending a signal to your body. You're safe now. You can relax. You don't need a long session. Just 3 to 5 minutes each morning. Maybe while the kettle boils, or before your morning walk. One sheet of paper, one pen, a few real words. If you don't know where to begin, try these 3 simple prompts today. I feel I'm grateful for. I single quotes am hoping for. The outside world is loud, news, phones, obligations, but your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, your heart also needs to be heard. And sometimes, just sitting still and listening to yourself is the kindest gift you can give your morning. 5. Do the 7-minute therapeutic movement routine. Small moves that protect your freedom after 30 years working with older adults. I've learned one thing above all: losing mobility hurts more than pain itself. It's not about aches and stiffness, it's about no longer being able to get out of bed, walk to the bathroom, or bend down to tie your shoes without help. And that loss doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in through mornings of inactivity, skipping warm-ups, or moving in the wrong way. That's why I urge my patients just 7 minutes every morning. The right moves, in the right order, with the right intensity, and you can protect your independence for years to come. I call this the 7-minute therapeutic movement routine. Not exercise, not stretching, not yoga. These are gentle, joint-loving motions designed for muscles, tendons, and joints that have lived through decades. Here's what it includes. Shoulder rolls. Sit tall, arms relaxed. Roll your shoulders in small circles, gradually getting bigger. 30 seconds. Seated leg kicks. Sit in a chair, gently kick each leg forward. Start low, raise gradually. 1 minute. Chest stretched at the doorway. Place hands on either side of a doorway. Lean forward gently to open the chest. 30 seconds. Supported squats. Hold a counter or bed frame. Slowly bend knees and rise. 1 minute ankle circles. Sit, extend one leg, and rotate the ankle clockwise and counterclockwise. 30 seconds per foot. No mat, no equipment, no trainer, just you and a commitment to show your body love each morning. I taught this to Mr. Thomas, 85, using a cane for 2 years. 3 weeks in, he told me, "I thought I had to accept my weakness at this age, but now I can stand without the cane," and I saw pride in his eyes. The right movement, at the right time, truly is medicine. Morning is when your joints are stiffest after a night of stillness. They lack circulation and lubrication. A sudden twist or bend could trigger pain or injury. But when you move gently, opening, rotating, stretching, bending, you're watering your joints with care. And over time that care adds up. Fewer falls, less pain, more confidence. You don't have to overdo it. Just show up to 7 minutes each morning and say to your body, "Good morning, I'm still taking care of you. We've got this together." 6. Stimulate your brain with the 4-to-4 routine. A morning habit that keeps your mind sharp well into your 80s. One of my patients, Margaret, 86 years old, once asked me, "Doctor, is there anything I can do to keep my brain from getting foggy as I age?" I smiled and said, "You only need 4 minutes each morning. No pills, no video games, no fancy apps. Just 4 minutes of the right mental moves to wake your brain up." I call it the 4-2-4 brain routine for simple activities, done in 4 minutes, right after you wake up. Here's how it goes. Solve a simple math problem 1 minute, like 27 times 3 or 138.49. No calculator, just your brain. Gives this fires up your prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logic and decision making. Recall a specific memory. 1 minute. Try to remember your 30th birthday, or your first family dinner after retirement. Who was there? What did it feel like? Gives this taps into your hippocampus, your memory center, and helps preserve long-term recall. Learn 4 new words 1 minute. They can be in English, your native language, or even a new hobby-related term. Write them down. Say them out loud. Gives this activates your brain's language centers and supports lifelong learning. Visualize your day ahead 1 minute. Close your eyes and picture yourself making tea, calling a loved one, or walking outside. The more vivid, the better. Gives this engages the planning and emotional regulation centers in your brain. You see, at Harvard and the National Institute on Aging, researchers found that older adults who engage in simple cognitive activation routines each morning, like this one, retain up to 37% more cognitive function than those who don't. You don't need Sudoku or crosswords, just small intentional moments of mental stretching each day. It's like this: your brain is like a muscle, and just like your knees get stiff if you don't move them, your mind gets dull if you don't gently challenge it every morning. But most important of all, this is not a test. This is a gift you give yourself each day, because memory, focus, and mental clarity don't disappear suddenly. They quietly fade when we don't nurture them. So tomorrow morning, while sipping your warm water, give yourself 4 minutes for clarity, for confidence, for a brain that stays alive. 7. Eat 25 to 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of morning movement. Use your golden window to preserve muscle and independence. A 78-year-old man named David once came to me and said, "Doc, I eat well, but I'm getting weaker. I used to carry heavy garden bags. Now, lifting a water jug makes my hands shake." I asked him, "What do you usually eat for breakfast?" He replied, "Toast with jam and some orange juice. Light stuff." I nodded and said gently, "David, you're not lacking food. You're missing your body's golden opportunity to rebuild strength." You see, after age 60, your body enters what we call anabolic resistance. That means your muscles don't absorb protein as easily as they used to. And unless you get enough and at the right time, muscle loss happens slowly, silently. But this loss isn't just about strength. It's about standing up from a chair without help, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, maintaining your balance, and in time, holding on to your independence. Here's the good news. There's a 30-minute window after your morning movement when your muscles are wide open, like dry soil ready to absorb water. Feed them 25 to 30 grams of quality protein during this window, and your body will use it to build strength. Some simple, effective options: 2 boiled eggs plus 1 cup almond milk with collagen A Greek, yogurt plus a scoop of whey protein A, banana plus plant-based smoothie plus protein powder, cottage cheese plus sliced boiled egg. The goal: hit 25 to 30 grams, not just any protein, but complete high-quality protein. And a word of caution: avoid sugar-loaded cereals, white bread or fruit juices with breakfast. They spike insulin and interfere with protein absorption. One of my oldest patients, Barbara, 91 years old, once told me, after just 6 weeks of eating protein the right way, "I can carry my grocery bag again, and I don't drop the jam jar anymore." To me, that's the magic of a tiny habit done right every morning. Because yes, aging may slow the body, but with the right fuel, at the right time, you can keep building strength, not just for today, but for years ahead. Your body is ready. Tomorrow morning, will you give it that gift? Conclusion: your age is not a choice, but how you start each day absolutely is. Every morning is a chance to rebuild your strength, protect your memory, and reclaim your independence. The first 60 minutes after you wake up can shape the next 10 years of your life. So tomorrow, don't just wake up with purpose, because your body is waiting for something good to begin. With the sunrise,